I'm back a little bit later than expected. Unfortunately, later as well too. Fiddling around with my setup a little bit. So, that kind of delayed things a little bit to get up and running. Sorry about that, but what can you do? Still, especially like fiddling with my lighting and all that too. Since I out a bit. Hopefully that works okay. I mean, certainly we'll find out anyway. With that, oh, actually, I might as well show off my progress so far. Uh, the overviewer has updated, or sorry, that you unmined has updated. And you can see I'm actually almost done this farm. According to the map, I've got 4 more to finish. That map is a little bit out of date though. If I actually go over here, you can see that I've only got about 3 to finish. Okay, over there somewhere, you can see it. Yeah, so in the meantime, I have been a bit busy. Meet the little snowman guy and all that. He came along and helped me fill up this large chest right here. I also went off and grabbed a whole ton of cooked pork chops to throw into here too. Oh, thank you. And finally, obvious from here, if I jump this way, back in here, I've got diamond pickaxes and all that stuff. So in theory, all the stuff is in place for this farm to go, including even that, thing and all that. So essentially, I could test it more or less at any time. I'd kind of like a couple more pickaxes, since, it's going to take, maybe half an hour or so to get to the farm, blah, 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 with all that, and yeah. I think it definitely needs a little bit more work on that. But yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream, but there are 2 things I want to fix. One thing is I do actually have a bit of a collection system right here for, water that comes down and all that. One problem, though, is this is actually kind of a terrible spot if you think about it. If all these, your inventory is going to fill up really quick with all these ice blocks coming in, right? So they're going to basically just sort of be flowing along the water stream with you, approximately. And so they're going to come, along down here and all that. And flow past these 2 hoppers right here. But once these 2 hoppers fill up, they just carry on going and circulate around. If it's going to take, 15, 20 minutes to actually go back, that's not good. What instead makes a bit more sense is to come back in over here. And you see this little bit of wood just right underneath here? Replace that with a half slab. And put the collection system back underneath there. With that, I can actually now sort of go along and, I don't even have to worry. I'm not going to go this way because I'm too big. I'm just going to sit over here and go this way. But that stuff is all going to be... Oh, wait. Okay, no, I didn't. Can you have set off these 2? Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to experiment with that in the future. The short term, though, thank goodness it didn't work. My goodness. Technical difficulties, gotta love it. Alright, I guess we'll be playing without the splits. I mean, it's mostly just sort of a, hey, this is what I'm sort of planning and all that. I'll just write my own split software, Not like I'm not capable of it or anything. Here's all the ice and stuff that I've got, actually. Well, let's stash some of these back. That actually has to all go into the nether. Logs with me. Alright, with that, I gotta figure out what exactly I do first. Do I fix this a little bit since it's nearby? I'll say I think I do. Oh, actually, no, I know what to do. I've got a little bit of oxidized copper in there. You can imagine that while sort of setting this place up, I'm spending a lot of time in one spot. So if I want to get my copper nice and aged, makes a ton of sense to actually sort of go along, just lay it out beforehand. Well, that one's not done yet. Work. Need a bit more, you need a bit more. I'm just going to do a quick lap. If I can spot any copper that can be out. You can go too. You too. Oh, no, you don't. Ooh. You two go back. So, basically no amber. The joys of playing with a texture pack. Not you. Some of these you can see I've already picked up. Figure out what exactly, color to pick after all. But, a nice visual reference. Oh, you're not. Yeah, you. Yeah, perfect. You need a bit more. I am going to move you along, though. Well, that should be all of them. I can take this and move it back into place. That's something I've actually been catching up while, watching Hermitcraft videos and all that. Is, generally speaking, the best thing to do with your copper is to oxidize it all the way to the end. Because you can always roll it back. Oh yeah, and I don't think I mentioned that I moved the beams all around the north too. Sort of exploiting the fact that since this is an ice farm, everything's transparent. So even if you go along and break this water and all that, these beams just still apply. You can tell from the upper right, I got jump boost, resistance, health, and all that. And I think that's a good mix to have for the thing as a whole. So. Compliment. Back. Good, good. Ready. Almost. Resume. Yeah, I bet you it's in there. Tell you what. I'm gonna want a little bit of ice. Alright, let's come along through here. About all this. These are all dangerous. Hoppers. That's that should do. Go back and grab some dirt. Yeah, no, not much to report other than just, I got busy. I'm not going to be using this area. Fill it in, and that way I don't have to worry about any mobs spawning underneath. That I think works great. Oh, you still got some wisdom. Good. That in nicely. Just an inventory temporarily. Yeah, I got one sitting in here. Okay. Water to face. Fine. Throw you up there. That's that from going. Now, I need... Both of these should be hoppers underneath here. About... Get out these hop things right here. Work it. Have her stare. Oh, slab, yep. Perfect. You are indeed down. You need to be filled into. Of course, I need to pull in a little bit here if I want to actually hold this stuff in place. So, pop myself down. I can. Okay. Now both of you are coming in there. But of course, this is going to come up against the side here, so I need to place something to fill all this in. To make sure there's no leakage after all. Do a little bit of terraforming here. Throw a torch down at the very basement here. That'll keep mobs out, but it should be far away enough that it's not actually going to melt anyway. 2 slabs and lay them right. Otherwise, these are not going to actually sort of go in. Like, absolutely sure. Okay. Efficient? Okay, now let's test it out. Now we go. Throw in a couple of these. Then I'll try tossing things out. Also sleep in the meat. Hmm. Okay, let's see if this works. Perfect. Good. No, 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 no. Here. Get these hoppas. A little bit better testing of that. Great idea, but I really need to overload it a lot more. One here, a lot more. Okay. There. That should be enough. 5, 6, 8, 11. Congregate around that first one. Nothing in that second one. Hmm. More out of here? One more out of here. I want to check that I go the right way if I do this. Perfect. Oh. Alright, let's test this again. Yeah, that's better. Looks like that was putting that block up there was the problem. It would cause a lot of friction and this cause those blocks to stop, I suspect. Now they got rid of that. You know, I've got double hop wrap action on that. Good enough, I think. Fortunately, switching those over the dots did not have the effect I wanted to. Why is this thing not? Oh, I bet you I know why. I need to have one more block up top here. Essentially, what I really need to do, take a block and stick it right there. And then that's going to transmit through there, and that's going to make everything work as expected. Alright, alright. I'm quite happy about that. And with that, pull out more of our stuff. Alright. 3 more rows to go. Not time to get them all today, but we'll do what we can. See, this thing has come along nice. And it's off stream. I went along. Here we go. You can see this differs slightly. This 4th pen wasn't finished according to the map. It is. Differs from that. You can obviously tell by the fact that, you know, there's like I've got some dirt on me. That's not so good. You can tell by the fact that there's a whole bunch of pickaxes over there that, you know, I went to town, started working on that. It didn't take too long, especially once I realized, you know what, there's no point sort of getting everything to efficiency 5. I've got efficiency 4 back over at Spawn Town. You know, why, you know, sort of force everything into that when I don't really need it, frankly. Waste all these. I think I've got this worked out to a T, along with this. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, like this. There we go. You heard that rather than lay some down, there's some pauses. Because I was tilted too far up. These things could actually come along and get laid on top of there. Not good. Okay, right here. Okay, with one block, tilt down. Alright. So I'm in dire need of everything except slabs. Out. On of signs. Let's just do that. Awesome. Pop you in there too. I don't know if you've been paying much attention, but I'm a follower of Ilmango and both Zumavoid, and both of them are spending their time on their main channel sort of talking about the latest snapshots for 119. The wild update, I think it was? Basically, you know, we're adding mangroves and warden and all that. And there's been some progress on that. I don't know if I necessarily want to spoil it for folks who, you know, want to be surprised once the next update comes out. But based on what those two are showing, I think, is it explicitly Zumavoid, or I can't remember if it's Ilmango or Zumavoid who speculated on when the thing itself was coming out. But they think it's actually just down to a couple of months. Because literally, you know, there's just based on the tempo and all that, it's basically the tempo of what tempo on what they're doing. A lot of like bug reports and stuff. Not a lot of sort of like, hey, we've got to. Not a lot of work on new features or anything like that. And essentially, it just sounds like everything is sort of settling. Now, they know exactly what they want to make. This is more than enough for what I'll be back. Background. Oh, actually, hang on. It's nighttime. Wasn't paying attention to my clock. Out of here to bridge creepers and such. Going along and growing our wonderful farm. Speaking, once the farm itself is built, you're really only going to hang out on the inside. You're not going to do anything else. I don't think I really need to sort of come along and creeper-proof the rest of it. It does, I think, there's enough examples of this thing laying out that people can kind of look at it and go, okay, shoot. Creeper blasted a hole in this. Well, this is exactly how it should be laid out. I do have a ton of torches, so... As long as I don't do something to like place it right on the farm. So. Okay, so pop you out. I need to make a lot of stairs. Perfect. Up right here. Up properly. Correct. Yeah, if it's correct, I should be able to lay down and not actually lay anything down. Let's go. Pop you back in there. Pull out these as well. Come along and start laying. I don't think the latest Minecraft update is going to compete with me in terms of caves and cliffs. The whole glowberries and the enhanced mountain generation. That was awesome. Exactly what I sort of look for when it comes to one of these virtual games and such. Are they beefing up the deep dark and all that to make it a little more entertaining to explore? Yeah. Is it really enough to sort of be worth it? Oh, I mean, adding a new enchantment down there and a new musical disc. But I don't know. Neither of them are really sort of big draws for me, to be quite frank. at some point. That. Up. Open. Okay. Let's get Duncan. Hoping to get all this all finished today, but with all the technical difficulties and adjusting to the new setup and all that, did not happen. That's okay. Gonna come next for Minecraft itself. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, and the LA too. Not much of a spoiler for that, because they had their sort of Minecraft shindig. They announced that, yeah, the LA is coming in. The consensus seems to be that after its sort of, initial teething things, the LA is turning out to be quite a useful helper. No. It's not as likely to wander off as it was in prior snapshots. Very handy to sort of get, a lot of the little things related to how exactly it helps you and all that have been tuned quite nicely. Yeah, the note block thing is a little bit awkward, just because if you want it to drop off at a note block, you can have to continually pump the note block. But the latest snapshots, they seem to have tuned it quite nicely. Periodically get interested. No, maybe one of these days I should, stream some other game or something. The girlfriend, where you're not. Alright, let's grab a few more signs. These are not going to be anywhere near enough. Late. Apologize for doing such a short stream, but it's just took too long to prepare. suppose some way to a proper accounting of just how many signs I need. I suppose what I could do, pop open the blueprint. You know, figure out just how long this thing is. Placements. Closing size 102. So if you factor off about, you know, 4 on each side, and you're looking at approximately, I do this 94 sides. Right now I'm pretty much at the halfway point right here. I need at least 48 to fix this one. Up. That's going to be about half of what I need. Give that a shot. That should be about right, I think. About my time. Figure out what exactly is causing that double moon. Must be something within my shader settings, but... What? If I could get it before jumping on the bed. I could... Well, I got a little block atop them. I don't really need it since this is a cold biome, but you know, why not? Meantime, let's get at least one more of these things down. And I'll decide just how tired I'm feeling. Oh, it could be fairly long days. So I should probably cut it short. I have paperwork to work on. Weird, I'm having a huge block sort of getting this paperwork done. I don't know what it is, but it asks me to sort of do any sort of self-promotion, self-summary or anything like that. Melt into a puddle of goo. Weird. Always been a problem with me. I mean, as a youngin', I had ambitions of maybe, you know, potentially being an artist or something like that. But when I realized just how much self-promotion was involved with that, I basically just straight up vetoed it. Like, nope. Not gonna do that. Because I do not do self-promotion whatsoever. Certainly, you've no doubt noticed that do anything, you know, that you would use typically to grow like a Twitch channel or anything like that. No custom raids, no. Don't really participate with other people for the most part. I was just, you know, my own style. I know what I like to sort of pursue it as much as I can. And if people, you know, come along and, you know, find it's kind of useful, well, sweet, you know, let's go hang out. So, like, you know, me and Firebird Cat have a definitely acquaintances, I would say. And more slabs. Probably need another 96 slabs to 30. I'm at the halfway point right now. If it was 94 that I needed. Oh, that's way too much money. Cross. Even that's too much, but it's not too much that I can't use. Play you right there. Carry on. Actually, well, self-analyzing and all that. You know, it's not that I hate people or anything like that, and that's what sort of drives me to not interact or anything. People are great, you know. I know many great people, but don't need the interaction for the most part. You know, with some exceptions. No person is an island after all. And I do sometimes wind up being like, oh shoot. Lonely, it'd be great to interact with somebody, blah blah blah. My threshold for that is usually quite a bit lower than other people. I'm obviously fine with. But I don't want to fill in that yet. Seems a little early. Start laying out some stairs. Yeah, we're doing the proper thing. Okay. Down. 14 times 4, you're looking at approximately 4. I can use that many. And not even at halfway yet, so I'll probably even have to retreat it. That's alright. Aim. Angle everything set up proper. To keep my bead. A little bit easier now that a little bit harder now that I've turned off mini HUD. Good. Again, I still kind of view mini HUD as a little cheaty. Not a lot cheaty, but a little cheaty. Why not? I also went along and refreshed my log supply, and don't need even sort of a fraction of what I got. Fill you up. How many stairs do I need? Or to be a little zealous with these things. Simply because, you know, I know that I'm going to be needing at least one more row at the end. You. In fact, this has got to go. I'm gonna need a lot more slabs. That's alright. Got all of you set up. Water. Popped out. Minecraft water is safe. So in real life, something like this would extend infinitely down there. This does not. Testing this is going to be fun. The only really good way to test it is to do an entire loop around it and see just what exactly happens. Might be something cool to do next stream. The idea is, since I've only got like one more tray to finish over here, finish that off stream. Save the debugging for the most part to, an actual stream. And then from there, get serious about all the nether ceiling highways that I got here. One other thing I love about this thing is it's so big. Like, you can actually reasonably make a decent amount of packed ice from it. And even blue ice. There's just so much ice that you can gather here. It's feasible. And remember, it takes like 81 ice to actually get purple blue ice. Liking that time. You start on the other one. I love doing that. Even if I don't complete that last one before going off stream, then a good start, I think, would be nice. Creeper despawned. Someone else is not very happy over that. Not there. Good. Oh, why it tends to leave like little holes and stuff. So weird. Alright. Go for another 5 minutes or so. And I shall properly give up. This guess I want to put up these walls. Just because you can see the possibilities for spawns over there. Another weirdity design too. I mean, not this. I put that pillar there. Just this water stream right here. Pulse actually set this one in place to sort of sync up with some of his other farms. I really don't need it. I mean, because of the way you're sort of coming down, you flow this way and then this. It's not really a good spot to actually split off the items and, throw them into a hopper or anything like that. But his original design actually had, a hopper down at the very end. Again, I'm pretty sure this is just sort of some sort of water elevator from a farm that he had below this, if I had to guess. So, not really relevant for me. But I may come along and destroy it later on. I mean, it's not sort of interfering with anything, so it's not like I'm not really in any sort of rush to get rid of it. But it is a bit weird to sort of leave it, sitting out there. It really contributes nothing to the overall design. Alright, so I need approximately 96 stair then. Not enough. It'll get me a decent way. Let's try it. See how far we get. There we go. I keep it in between feed right there, so facing far enough forward that I'm not missing my... I'm not far enough forward that I'm sort of laying onto this block, but I'm not too far back that I'm going up top there. A lot more. There's 16, I guess? Oh, I kind of have to be a little finicky. Go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, huh? 3 more. 3 bundles of 4. Look at that. 3 extra stairs. I will gladly take that. Need approximately 96 signs. First off, I'm gonna need 96 signs, and I make, what, 3 with each? Then I'm gonna need 32 little items, so that means I need at least 32 sticks. Need 32. I've got 4 currently. I can actually just sort of eyeball it. I need 24 more on that. I actually come along, hey, make me a bunch of signs. This should automatically tune everything properly to the number that I need. 33 signs in total. Let's temporarily go with it. Now and then I'll come along and build more later on if I so need to. curse me for doing this so much that I'm getting really efficient with these things. Push things a little bit just to finish this off. Strange not to, you know. So close. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna, you know, leave me sort of with a little bit of lack of sleep. Oh, that's why it didn't limit. 21 sticks behind. Okay, okay. That's why I didn't do that. In fact, I did not do my math wrong with the sticks, I think. Not tell, of course. I did this correct. Approximately, anyway. I mean, we'll have to see. About 2/3 done. Alright. I'll need about 32 or so to go past this, approximately. Got that. Pretty much there. Oh, look at that. 11 extra signs. I did a little bit extra, but that's because I forgot I'd done a little bit over here. Alright, so I got 53 of these. Work of these for now, see how far I get. Actually, I need a lot more than, 96 to go across here. If you recall, it's not just that I have to fill in this, I also have to fill in this line all the way down here. So that's at least another 100 more that I would need beyond what I need for this pad. I'm not going to finish that today, sorry. I kind of feel like once I've got this upper part done, I should call it a stream. Will be by far the most radical, by far the largest ice farm I have ever constructed. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've constructed some large farms in the past. There's a great design from Etho where it sort of created like these icicles which come down. Really quite cool. And then I sort of did my own one where I sort of used a pan to do that. Okay, so I need about another 48. All right. Honestly, let it ride. I'm gonna need a shed ton. Oh, and I think it's all right. Five minutes late. Probably only be streaming for another 10 minutes, I figure. Alright. That looks a little bit redundant too. But alright, I think that's about all the time for today for a stream, so sorry for it being relatively short, but just the way my schedule worked out. And obviously there's some technical glitches and other things that work out too. Yeah, beyond that, yeah, we'll be seeing you hopefully in a couple of days or so, depending again on how busy I get and blah 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 blah. With that, yeah, we'll be seeing you later.